Hello again, Dominic Trophy, and welcome to another video, and this one's going to be something music related. Now, in my previous video, I did an update video that about mentioning different topics I'm going to be doing on the channel, because before that video, I did a lot of Doctor Who and video game related stuff, so I'm going to start to change it up a bit, so I do hope that you enjoy this video and my, obviously, next videos and stuff. Now, this one obviously is about music and stuff, and really my favourite types of music I listen to. Now, with me, I enjoy all sorts of different music. Obviously, I always, obviously, the music I did listen to when I was younger was mostly like, the noughties, like the 2000s and stuff, the early 2000s. And I did listen to a lot of modern day music until around like 2006, 2007 even. And I think latest was around like 2009. And a lot of music after that, I just didn't enjoy. I really didn't enjoy. Because to me, I like to have music with a bit of a beat to it. That you're able to like, dance to and, sing to and hum to. It just makes it really good. And obviously a lot of music after that, I just didn't really enjoy. Now, overall, I have favourite genres of music. I'm a huge fan of classical music, like Beethoven, Mozart, that sort of stuff, and even different composers as well. And it's just so soothing. I actually do go to a lot of concerts with my uncle, a lot of orchestral concerts, but we're not been to one in a while because there hasn't really been much lately. But it's something that me and my uncle do love to bits. The reason I always love classical music is because I think I've just enjoyed the way that the pieces of music move together. They move at, like a really slow pace, and then sometimes I may go at a fast tempo, and it just kind of changes overall, and it really makes it nice. Because I actually have a few CDs of, classical music. It's just nice and stuff. I know there's a lot of people that might think that classical music, it's, boring, it's for old people and stuff, but honestly, it's not really. Classical music is really a lot basic for everyone. There's a lot of young people I've spoken to, even younger than me, by a few years, that love classical music, and it's, great to hear a lot of young people getting into it. But it's nice to hear that sort of stuff happen. I do like a lot of, like, music from the 1950s, the 60s, 70s, a lot of music from the 1980s that I love to bits. It's really good. Especially Take On Me by Hey Ha, or Haha, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is a good song. I used to love that for many years, and it was my favourite song of all time, which I liked. A lot of the 90s stuff, I think not much of I wouldn't say that, all 90s music was, bad. I think a lot of it was good, but I preferred the very late 1990s. That's just, me personally. For example, Mambo Number 5 by, is it Lou, B Guy or something? I think that's pronounced it, I don't know. I know there was, Dabba Dee Dabba Da by, Ethel 65 as well, which is, I like that one as well. Might sound like nonsense, but it's a good song to it, so it is, yeah, so there was all sorts of different music I liked and stuff, which was nice. I think the most recent one I like is Wake Me Up by Avicii, which is a great song. I love that. Because I didn't really like it when it came out, but when I heard about it, I thought, oh, what's that music? It just sounds really good. And I properly got into the song around like 2014, and I thought, this is a great song. I'm usually like that with certain modern songs, is that a lot of modern day music I'm not really into, and I just don't like it. But usually when there's a song nowadays that comes on, I don't like it, and then a few years after it's been out, a lot of people don't listen to it, and I usually get into it. A few years ago, I think there were a few songs that did that to me. I know there was one, and it was popular years ago. I forgot what it was called now. Yeah, it's actually not coming to my mind, but I liked that. That's what happened to a lot of songs like that. Is usually when they are released, a lot of people love and it becomes popular. And a few years later, a lot of people don't really like it. And then I usually get into that point. So I'm kind of a bit of a late listener with those sort of music. I'm like, oh, I don't like it. And then, oh, that's really, really good. The type of music I don't like is rap music. And the reason I don't like it is because to me, it just doesn't sound like music. It really, really doesn't. It's just basically sound effects with people talking. And that's how it is. And, you know, I don't mean it's a bad way if you like rap music, but that's just how it sounds to me. To me, it just sounds like a bunch of sound effects and people talking or shouting or whatever. And, you know, that's just the way it goes. I know, again, it sounds awful to say that, but again, that's just my opinion. You know, that's the thing. You may like rap music, and that's the thing about it. But music has always changed, I think, over time, as everyone usually knows. And a lot of it's been good, and a lot of it is bad. Like, for example, there were lots of songs in the early 2000s that I liked back then, but a few of them I don't really like now, because I think they don't really interest me that much now. Maybe because I'm a lot older, I don't know, but that's just the way it goes. But there's a lot of songs during that era that I can still listen to today. Like, for example, I used to be a big fan of Busted when I was younger, and I was like the song Year 3000, which I still listen to this day. I got back into the song a few months ago, because I was talking to a friend of mine, and I used to say, what type of music do you like and stuff? And she liked Busted, and she listened to Year 3000. I thought, I love that song. That's a good song, that. Well worth listening to and stuff. But yeah, it's just, you know, everyone's got their own interest of music, you know what I mean? I love my own and stuff. But yeah, so I still listen to a lot of music. Overall, I still have CDs and stuff that I have, and it's just nice and stuff. I think it's also that I've always liked learning interests of music that my family like. For example, so my family, obviously, my mother and, you know, my uncle and my nana, they listen to a lot of music, like, you know, during, like, the 80s and stuff. Because, obviously, my uncle and my mother were born in the same decade, the 60s. So a lot of that music that they loved when they were younger, you know, they still like as well. Especially my uncle. He loves his rock music. He's kind of a huge rock metal fan, which is, you know, good and stuff. That's music I don't really like don't like either. I think because, well, I think most of the time you cannot really hear the words, but it's also a type of music that's not really interested me. I said the reason it's not interesting that much is because the music to me doesn't really click. Whereas a lot of people that are into rock music, you know, do like that, and that's the thing about it. Sorry about the alarm. Sorry about the alarm. Just someone's alarm's just gone off. Like, for example, my nana, she used to love. She loved a lot of the Irish music, you know, Gaelic, because she was actually born in Ireland, and then she came over here, you know, many years after, when she was a lot older. And that's the type of music that she used to love. She used to have a lot of them, like cassette tapes and stuff, and obviously CDs. That's the type of music that's not really a fan of me. I'm not really don't really like it. Some of the songs are good, but I'm not really a huge fan of them. And I'm not really tech savvy. I'm not really music savvy when it comes to Irish or Gaelic music, really. But again, that's just the way it goes and stuff. My sister, she's a huge fan of the modern day music and stuff, which sometimes I might feel a little bit old when I ask what's that song, even if it comes out a few months ago. But that's just the way it goes and stuff. Yeah, I'm real sorry about that alarm. But you know, that's the thing about it. But yeah, you know, as I said, everyone's got their own different music. Like, for example, my sister's partner, he likes his own music. You know, he's a huge fan of the modern stuff, and I think probably the 90s as well. But yeah, it's just the way it goes to a lot of people and stuff. Everyone's got their own favourite, you know, piece of music. Everyone likes their own music and stuff. And that's just the way it goes, really, you know what I mean? So, overall, everyone's got their own taste of music and stuff. Yes, I've always been, like, a huge fan of, like, you know, all sorts, really. I think Junior Senior, I like that as well. Stop the Beat. Actually, I don't know what the song's called now. Um, Movie Feet. That's it. Movie Feet by Junior Senior. That's it. So that, yeah, I still like that sort of stuff though. But as I said, everyone's got their own, interest of music and stuff, which is pretty nice and stuff. But yeah, different types of music really. I just wanted to do this for a bit of a change, and I'm really, really glad that I've done this now. But I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and my next video will be something related to technology, and it will be something that I used to own when I was younger, which will be interesting. So I'm definitely looking forward to showing that in the video. And if you're wondering what it is, obviously I won't show the product, but I know what it is though. And the product I'll be reviewing and talking about will actually be the Hasbro Video Now, which is a very old product. And if you know what that is, you'll be interested to see what my views about that are. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and I will hope you enjoyed this video, and see you all later. So see you later. Bye.